Welcome back. Now, the developing situation in Middle East has kept the world on the edge, and global powers are keeping a close watch. Iran's late-night offensive against Israel saw about 180 rockets being fired, but Israel has been quick to thwart the attack, at least minimize the impact of it, thanks to its state-of-art defense mechanisms and also the firm standing of and support of United States. U.S. President Joe Biden has made it clear that his military is actively monitoring and supporting Israel's fight back against Iran. Biden has called Israel's response a testament to the strength of coordination between United States and Israel.
At my direction, the United States military actively supported the defense of Israel, and we're still assessing the impact. But based on what we know now, the attack appears to have been defeated and ineffective. And this is testament to Israeli military capability and the U.S. military. It's also a testament to intensive planning between the United States and Israel to anticipate and defend against the brazen attack we expected. Make no mistake, the United States is fully supportive of Israel.
I'm clear-eyed. Iran is a destabilizing, dangerous force in the Middle East, and today's attack on Israel only further demonstrates that fact. I fully support President Biden's order for the U.S. military to shoot down Iranian missiles targeting Israel, just as we did in April. We are still assessing the impact, but initial indications are that Israel, with our assistance, was able to defeat this attack.
All right, we are fully behind Israel. But how does that translate in terms of logistics? Let's tell you about the precise deployment of the Americans and their forces across the Middle East. Let's take a look at some data that we have put together for our viewers when it comes to U.S. military presence in the Middle East. 43,000 American troops. They are feet on the ground across different countries in the Middle East. There are multiple bases over there, military facilities across 19 sites varying from Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Iran, Lebanon, Israel, Gaza, Egypt, and Syria, directly monitoring and acting on the situation there. There is also the aircraft carriers, evacuation ships, military missile destroyers that have been placed across the Middle East by the U.S. Then there is USS Abraham Lincoln, amongst the largest warships in the world, that is on standby. F-35 fighter jets are on board this USS Abraham Lincoln. Then USS Harry S. Truman. This is a carrier strike group in the Mediterranean Sea, also positioned ready for any eventuality. Then comes Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. Again, we are describing USS Harry S. Truman and its capabilities. Then there is USS Georgia. It's nuclear-powered submarine. One of the bigger issues about this war is that Iran is nuclear capable, and any escalation has the whole world extremely concerned also because of these capabilities. It's also armed with cruise missiles. We've seen already how this escalation started by Iran firing ballistic missiles, and now this USS Truman has missiles as well. Then there comes a USS Wasp amphibious ready group in East Mediterranean. It is there since the June of this year. It's already been 3 months since it's been positioned there. It's crucial for mass evacuation just in case any such need arises. Littoral combat ship. This is 4 U.S. Navy destroyers that are also commissioned in the region. There are 6 F-A-18 fighter jets that have been moved to land base, showing readiness for combat. And we've got reactions coming in from the top brass of the U.S. that you heard earlier. We heard Biden, we heard Kamala Harris speaking out. Now listen into NSA Sullivan.
Obviously, this is a significant escalation by Iran, a significant event, and it is equally significant that we were able to step up with Israel and create a situation in which no one was killed in this attack in Israel, so far as we know at this time. We are now going to look at what the appropriate next steps are to secure, first and foremost, American interests, and then to promote stability to the maximum extent possible.
Israel is now fighting on multiple fronts. So there are the Houthis, there's the Hamas terrorists, and the Hezbollahs being the latest. And it has obviously welcomed any support that it can get, but in particular from the United States. It has also urged that world powers must keep a close watch on Iran, as the nation has destabilized the entire Middle Eastern region.
Definitely, America make it very clear, and I think that we are very appreciate that in a very clear voice that they made before the attack, and they stand behind Israel. We hope that they will also help us in the retaliation this year or another, because Iran playing a very negative role in the Middle East. You can see what's happened in the airspace in the Middle East because of the attack, and I think that everybody understands that the support of Iran, of the war in Ukraine, is also very dramatic. And I think that you should find a way to reduce the power of Iran after these 3-4 weeks that it was getting. All the proxies in the Middle East get a very intensive and crucial attacks from Israel, and they felt a little bit embarrassed because of that.
Now, not just the US, there is every political power in the world who doesn't stand with terror has accused Iran of operating via its proxies in Yemen, in Palestine, in Syria. We already spoke about the axis of resistance, as these proxy forces that are puppeteered by Iran are known as the Houthis, the Hamas, as well as the Hezbollah. But now it is for the first time in the last several years that there is a direct confrontation between two countries. It is no more a war between a nation and a proxy force. This time it is Israel and Iran head-to-head with each other. Iran, however, does not accept its responsibility when other countries, including the US, blame it for destabilizing the Middle East. Iran is firm in saying that it is the US, in fact, that is to blame for what happens in the Middle East. They say that it is these Western forces that are out to destabilize Middle East or West Asia, as it is referred to in different parts of the world. Now, here is the message that has come out from Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He has warned the US and its allies, every single country that has come out in support of Israel and against terror. He says the root of conflict is the United States and some European countries, completely shifting the blame from its proxy forces that have been festering trouble in the Middle East. So, that is the message coming in from Ayatollah Al Khamenei over there. He is completely abdicating its role, the country's role in what has happened in the Middle East. However, it is not unknown, it is not hidden from anybody who's been observing the political and geostrategic situation in the Middle East as to who exactly has been orchestrating these changes, these political changes, as well as upheavals in the region. Let's now